Hey guys, Cameron from Anime Chat Reviews, and I'm joined by Hichan.
Hey guys!
Today we're going to be discussing anime versus manga, which is better. Let's get straight into it, I guess. What do you prefer, Hichan?
Manga. Definitely 100% manga.
All right, that was very quick and abrupt. Why? Why do you prefer
I'm sorry.
manga?
You want an explanation as well? Well,
I mean, preferably.
Well, basically, manga gives you more. There's more variety, there's more selection, and sometimes the anime cuts off.
Yes.
Like, for instance, Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket is a 26-volume anime, and they cut off like a quarter of the way through. That's it.
Was it
done.
after like 8 volumes or something that the anime finishes?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I thought so.
And it's just like, but the rest of the story.
It's like Dead Man Wonderland. They just mid-arc just broke that one off.
Or Bleach, for instance. Bleach. Everyone knows the story of Bleach. It was good, and then it was repetitive, so they decided no more anime. Cry slowly. Do this.
Well, see, for me, I prefer anime just because it's easier. Reading is a bit more difficult than vegging out in TV and not actually having to focus, especially when I'm watching dub.
Reading is difficult, huh?
It's not difficult. I can read. It's not like I can't read.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
I can mostly read. It's fine. But no, yeah, I just prefer anime because it's just easier for me. But I also don't think that they should be judged on the same level. I think they have their own separate things about them that make them good.
So like books to films.
Like books to films, yeah. So for example, like Dragon Ball Super. Let's just use that one because you know I love Dragon Ball and so the manga, surprisingly enough, doesn't have that much in the way of content. It's actually very short. Each volume is very small and it basically just gets to the point. Whereas the anime, oddly enough, has a lot more filler, draws out each episode, the typical Dragon Ball Z stuff. So I think judging those on the same basis is you just can't do it because the Super has stuff in it that doesn't directly correlate to the anime, but it's in the manga sort of thing. They're like their own separate universes. Yeah, if you get what I mean.
I guess it's unavoidable because anime usually revolves from the manga. It's hard for fans to go from following this awesome manga to then watching an anime that's a bit of a letdown. Like there are some really good ones. Like for instance, BNHA really does follow pretty much
panel for panel,
which is really good, but unfortunately not all anime are like that. And also it's not just anime and manga, it's like you got to take into account, for instance, when they get light novels, they do light novels onto manga.
Wait, so they do the original source is a light novel, but then they make a manga out of it? Is that what you're saying?
No. So basically, some manga have light novels as well attached. Right. So sometimes you can miss the story. So if you're not following the manga, you have no clue that you've missed out part of the story and things like that. But in saying that, I'm not against anime. There are some anime out there that are much better than the manga, but 9 times out of 10, I would prefer a manga, especially when there's more. There's more variety. In anime, you get a lot of repetitive storylines.
Yeah.
And while you do get that in manga, there are a lot more variety in terms of different storylines.
I'd say the reason anime is more repetitive, so to speak, is because it costs more to produce. So they have to really think about what they're making and whether or not it's going to sell. So if they don't think it's going to sell, then they probably won't make an anime out of it. Whereas manga, well, it's cheaper to produce.
Yeah.
So they can be a bit more experimental with it. And that's why you get those experimental manga that then all of a sudden blow up as these amazing anime because they've tested it in that manga situation. Yeah,
but in saying the testing with the manga as well, they also find cutoff points in manga as well. So the manga's gone for so long and the anime's not doing so great.
Yeah.
The manga provides them more.
Yeah, so there's some
to be able
anime
to cut off at points and tidy it up with a bow, so to speak.
Yeah, so it's some anime where it finishes. It's got a nice finish, a nice end to it. It's not the best in the world, but it ends. And then but then you get people that are like, no, I want more of this, I need more. Then that's where it's like, well, I'll just jump straight into the manga and I'll just keep reading the manga. Like Black Butler.
Black Butler, yeah.
Black Butler is an excellent example of that.
It is.
Where the first season was like, this is pretty great. And then the second season is just like, whoa, okay, hang on, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
this is a bit weird. And then you're like, well, I kind of want more of this. So then you jump into the manga and it flows from that first season, ignores whatever the second season was, and just keeps going on. And you're like, oh, this is something I can get behind. But I also feel that that's one of those instances where anime and manga, they have their own, they have their own merits to them. So the anime for Black Butler, I think it hits the fight scenes a bit better. It hits the few little bits of feels that it has in it, because it just has that, the movement, the fluidity of the animation. Whereas the actual manga has that story to it. You can really get into the story and get really in depth into what's going on. Also, just the dub of Black Butler is fantastic.
Oh, it is.
Even Brandon agrees with me on this one, so it's good.
There's a first.
I know, it's just something about the Victorian styling and but that's not the point.
Bassy.
Oh, Bassy. But that's not the point. Ultimately, what I'm saying is I don't think they should be judged based on... Like, an anime shouldn't be judged based on its manga. I mean, yes, if the manga did something really well and the anime doesn't do it, and it very much shows in the anime and the anime falls short because of it, then yes, you can condemn that anime for it. But you can't just be like, oh, well, it's not the manga, so therefore it's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. But I guess there's also the reverse. Like you were saying, people watch anime and then go to the manga. And then if the popularity rises with the manga, they'll go ahead and build another season. Yeah,
so the manga plays a big role in whether or not anime gets produced. So you've got to really keep that in mind when you're watching anime.
Like going to Fruits Basket, for instance. Fruits Basket was cut off way too early.
Yeah.
Because they weren't sure. However, it is a phenomenal manga. Absolutely brilliant. And, for instance, it's now coming out as a remake. They're remaking it.
Yeah, so, as you're saying.
Because of its popularity.
Because, so when it first came out, it sort of was a bit of a hit and miss. But now that they've realised how popular the manga was...
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting its remake. So hopefully that'll be good. I mean, considering the actual anime was pretty good.
It was good.
I
loved the soundtrack. That opening theme song was
you just needed
so
more.
Sweet.
You just needed more of it.
I always need more. Always need more. Give me more.
So ultimately, I prefer anime. That's my solid point there. I prefer anime. I will read manga, but I can't get over how much easier it is to watch an anime over sitting there reading manga.
Yeah, and in saying that, also, manga is more of a wait. You get maybe 16 pages in a chapter, if you're lucky, people. And then it's a case of, I've now got to wait a week. Or, for instance, there's a holiday in Japan, so you got to wait 2 weeks.
Or if you're a Berserk reader, I'll just wait about another 3 years and I'll get my next chapter, I swear. It'll probably come out in 3 years. It'll come out, I swear.
That's like Dance in the Vampire Bund. Dance in the Vampire Bund. I've been waiting years for the next chapter, and now it's just like, nah, I'm done. I'm done. Walking away, people. Walking away.
Ultimately, people reading Berserk will always have that pedestal of, you've waited a while for your next chapter, have you? That's cute. Oh, it's been like a few months? That's adorable.
Okay, I guess that would put people off manga, the wait periods. But again, as I said, you can read so much more. And and the thing with also is anime in the Western world can get edited sometimes. So not all content...
Most of the dub, it will be edited. Maybe there might be small changes to the story to make it contextually fit with the English language. Or, for example, the 4Kids, where they literally change most of it because they want to make it for kids.
Kid-friendly. And it doesn't always work out.
No, it does not.
Dragon Ball Z as a kid... no, there's no blood and gore.
It's fine.
Now you're an adult. Oh, okay, no, there's nudity in this as well. Didn't know that one.
Yeah, so much. But yeah, so ultimately I think you just do what you want to do. You read or you watch. It ultimately comes down to what's easiest for you and what you prefer. Because at the end of the day, we can't make you do one or the other.
No.
You're only going to do what you want to do.
I mean, we could try and convert you. It'll take a long time, but you do you. You do you.
We could do that. So yeah. This is Ichan, by the way. She's going to be in a fair few more videos and maybe some reviews later on down the track. If you guys like anime, prefer manga, whatever it is,
let us know. Let us know in the comments down below if you prefer anime or manga, and maybe give us a little reason why. Let us know why you're passionate.
Yeah, so with that, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.